I want to thank you for the invitation here. I've met this evening some of the board of directors who I hadn't previously met, and I want to thank all those who serve as members of that board and the foundation for all your hard work, for doing what you do to help Reena. Obviously, I've known Sandy, and I've come to know the other Sandy, the two Sandys, for many years. And of course, Sandy, all that you have done for so many years. We're just thrilled to have you, Reena, as partners with my ministry. And so I did have the honor a year ago to be appointed the Minister of Community and Social Services. And so through the last year, I've had the opportunity to get out and meet as many people I can in the sector that you represent, those who work on behalf and with members of our community who have developmental disabilities. I've seen firsthand some amazing work that is going on in the community. And this past April, I did have the opportunity to visit Reena's community residence and learn about the successes of your Pathways North program channels and the older adult program. I met a number of residents during that visit, and I heard firsthand from them how much they have enjoyed their newfound independence living at the community residence here at Reena. And of course, it is very heartwarming to hear that kind of feedback, especially when I know that all this good work is happening right here in York Region, my community. And there are obviously wonderful examples across the province, but I look on Reena as truly a leader. The partnership with Reena and my ministry does go back some 40 years. And I think everyone at the ministry appreciates Reena's efforts to help people with developmental disabilities participate in the community, and for building a number of successful and creative community partnerships, because partnerships have given people with disabilities easier access to and greater choice of high-quality supports and services that meet their needs and goals. So I'd really like to say that we appreciate your leadership, innovation, and collaboration in developing creative housing solutions. Your innovation has helped us make great strides in creating more inclusive communities where everyone feels welcome and where everyone is equipped to live as independently as possible. Our government strives continuously alongside our agency partners like Reena to change attitudes and remove barriers to opportunity. So the investment of the $810 million over this past year and over the coming two, I can't take credit for having persuaded the Premier to make that investment. My predecessor, the Honourable Ted McMeekin, managed to do that, and I think I've been able to see what that investment has meant for the developmentally disabled community. It is the single largest increase in funding ever for developmental services, and of course it is underpinned by the principles of independence, inclusion, and choice. We are now 1 year into the strategy, and together with our partners in the developmental services sector, we're making a tremendous difference for thousands of Ontarians. Already more than 14,000 individuals and families have received new direct funding. There's now a choice in terms of the programs that they know will help them achieve their goals and become more independent. And while we've made great progress on this front, on the special services at home and the passport funding, we know that it is really important to concentrate efforts on strengthening and modernizing the system to bring about longer-term sustainable change for families and individuals. And this, of course, does include promoting employment opportunities so that more adults with developmental disabilities can get competitively paid jobs. I've seen the pride of so many individuals who are now working, whether it's part-time, however many hours that is appropriate for them. I've seen some wonderful examples across the province. I think I was particularly impressed, actually, Lorne, with a law firm down in London, Ontario, where there's sort of a job sharing of a couple of individuals, and they have tailored the type of work that is obviously needed in that legal firm to the interests and the abilities of the individuals that are working there. It's I've been to Ottawa. I've seen a wonderful group there called Live, Work, Play. Many of you may know of them. And again, what I found so interesting was that obviously we're emphasizing abilities, but we're also talking about personality. What job, the skill set has to match the job. But people are different. Everybody's different. Some people are more outgoing and gregarious, and some people prefer to kind of work behind the scenes quietly, doing their own thing. And that organization has done a fabulous job of matching the abilities and personality to the needs out there for employers. And employer to employer is a very good way of promoting the opportunity for competitive employment. Where one employer has had success, they talk to other business people, other professionals, and the word spreads, and it's making a tremendous difference. So we also know that we need to drive innovation and efficiency in service delivery. Our housing task force is assessing housing solutions. This is probably the most difficult part of the investment strategy, to build the capacity and the appropriate capacity for those cases where individuals will need supportive housing for the rest of their lives. We're working with our sector partners on a multi-year plan for new residential supports to make sure we have the right kinds of supports to meet the distinct needs of individuals. And we are building a future for 1,100 individuals participating in a project to develop plans for major life transitions. A select committee on developmental services was struck by the legislature and reported about a year or so ago. And certainly one of the major criticisms of government was that we were not making sure that those life transitions from childhood to adulthood through to aging, we were not the ministries involved were really not working very well together at all. And so I, with my partners, my colleagues, the Minister of Children and Youth Services, Tracy McCharles, and I have absolutely committed to ensuring that these major life transitions are as seamless as they possibly can be. So I'm proud of what we've accomplished together and excited about what the future holds. Our ultimate goal is to help individuals with a developmental disability live as independently as possible in the community and to support their full inclusion in all aspects of society, just like everyone else. I know it's a goal that we all share, and by continuing to work together, we can make it a reality. Thank you very much.